Number 2 ranked Jose Aldo, 31 years old. Jeremy Stevens.
Weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Presenting the former WEC featherweight champion and the former 2-time UFC featherweight champion and the number 2 ranked featherweight contender in the world, Jose Aldo Jr.
He draws Jeremy Stevens tonight in the co-main event here on Fox. Favorites are 8-1 thus far tonight. A couple pick'em fights in there as well. And with that touch of gloves, we are underway. Tonight's Fight Clock is sponsored by Mile 22, starring Mark Wahlberg, in theaters August 17th. Jeremy Stevens in the black trunks, Jose Aldo in the yellow and green of his native Brazil.
For all that Jose Aldo's accomplished, he comes in as the underdog, and that tells me that people underestimate the greatness of Max Holloway a little bit, because Jose still seemed powerful. He still seemed fast in those fights. I just think that Max Holloway is easily the best fighter, not easily, but the best fighter in this division, and it showed against Jose Aldo. And him coming as an underdog for all he's accomplished, I know Jeremy's looked great, but Aldo still looked like Aldo in those fights.
Leg kick for Jeremy Stevens. There's no denying how good Stevens has been during this current run. He's put all his trust in Eric Del Fierro, Nick Piedmont, Dominic Cruz. And the seminal moment really was after the Renato Moicano fight for Stevens, when he sat down with Dominic, had a long conversation, and at that point, shortly thereafter, committed fully to Alliance MMA, and a nice land needed the body for Stevens.
Jeremy's throwing those leg kicks. He said, I can out-leg kick Jose Aldo if I need to. He feels he's just a much better mixed martial artist than Jose Aldo. It's just taking some time for him to get this level of fight.
This is the first time in Jose Aldo's UFC career that he is scheduled for a non-title fight. First 3-round fight of his UFC tenure.
It's crazy that these guys are both so powerful, and they're both pretty flat-footed, just standing in front of each other. It's almost like wait for the dynamite to explode between these two.
Stevens continues to feint. Aldo tried to land the right hand on the way out, just out of range. Nice uppercut from Jose Aldo. Phone booth fighting now.
Jeremy Stevens is willing to take one, though, because he feels that when he lands so much harder.
I think he hurt Aldo.
Yeah, he hurt him.
Oh, an uppercut from Stevens. Good head movement from Jose Aldo, but he did get touched.
That uppercut just landed.
And now Aldo returns fire. What a first half to the opening round.
Hey, this is how you fight Aldo, though. You make him, hey, you test his ego. This is what Max said. You test Aldo's ego, and this guy's a fighter. He's going to stand and train with you, because that's what he does.
Pretty significant cut under the right eye of Jeremy Stevens. We'll keep an eye on that.
It would have been smart for Aldo to try to get a takedown, maybe go to the clinch. But instead, when he was hurt, he just started swinging for the fences. I think he's got a little bit of respect from Jeremy Stevens, though, because now Jeremy's letting him walk him down a little bit.
Telegraph that spinning attack.
Yep. Maybe Jeremy's just waiting for the next explosion, J.A.
Good overhand right from Jose Aldo, followed it up with a left hand shortly thereafter.
That head movement, man.
Top for Aldo, missed with the follow-up left, but split the guard nicely there, did Aldo.
Oh, nice right hand by Jeremy Stevens. Jeremy's much better when he's the one going forward and going first.
Oh! That got Stevens' attention! Jose Aldo to the body!
What a body shot by Jose Aldo!
Stevens trying to rally through adversity here, DC.
What a body shot by Jose Aldo. And he's still wincing. Jeremy's still wincing in pain.
Stevens in a world of trouble here.
Yeah, but Jeremy's doing a good job, though. He's holding the hand and showing the ref that he's still there. If It's over now.
That'll do it. The King of Rio is back. Jose Aldo.
Wow. What a body shot by Jose Aldo Jr.
And that should mute the doubters. The consensus greatest featherweight of all time cools off Jeremy Stephens and gets the round one finish tonight. And Jose Aldo can exhale. Wow.
Look at the performance of the greatest featherweight champ in UFC history. He was hurt. He was hurt. But he went back in there, got back in the fight, and then once Stephens started letting him dictate, he eventually found his shot. What a body shot. And in his prime, we saw him throw that punch constantly and follow with leg kicks. What a performance by Jose Aldo Jr.
Jeremy Stephens immediately contested the stoppage. We'll get back to that in a second, but it seemed to be the right decision by the referee.